What's going on, guys? It's Dem here, back again with the second episode in this 24 hours of Call of Duty Black Ops footage. As you can see, we're actually playing Team Deathmatch on Turbine this time. He's going to be picking out the LSAT, which is an LMG obviously. 100 round magazine, 200 round ammunition to be used. It's actually also got the rangefinder attachment, and I'm pretty sure that's all he's got on there. The rangefinder, you'll actually see later on in this game, is actually a really useful attachment. What it'll do is, when you aim down sights, it'll actually paint a red box around your enemies like that. As you can see, showed him 2 enemies. A little word about the map on Turbine. Obviously this is a really big map. Well, it looks really big, but it actually plays like it's pretty small. So even though it looks like it's probably got the best weapon for this, as you can see, there's all these windy little buildings up at top. That's probably where you're going to want to spend a lot of your time, because it's kind of a basin, I guess. Like, there's loads of high points and there's like a low center point. You want to get as high as possible, even though you're going to see Knowledge here managed to take out a few people who are up high and a few low ones right there. You probably want to stay up high, and shooting downwards is always better than shooting upwards. You're going to see the rangefinder come in handy quite a lot on this map. As you can see, it's quite a big map, so all he has to do is aim in that direction, and the target finder will actually paint out the enemy for him. Obviously he's rolling with an LMG, so he's got plenty of firepower. This is definitely a weapon you don't need some kind of magazine extending attachment on. Obviously with that 100 round magazine, he's got enough power to just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. Also with the LMG, actually also has the power to take down any air support the enemy may get. I don't think they actually managed to get any in this game. Good work there, Knowledge managed to keep the enemy from getting air support, which is a big thing in all Call of Duty. You don't want the enemy to be in a situation where they're able to call in air support, and it's especially true in this game with some of the power of the air support which is actually available to you. So back onto the rangefinder. The rangefinder was something which was demonstrated quite a lot in all of the tutorials. As you see, Knowledge there getting, I don't even know what you call it, a jump shot, I don't know, kind of hopping around, and Knowledge had no chance there, it seems. But back to the rangefinder. No, not the rangefinder. The target finder, sorry. It's one of these attachments which was actually demonstrated quite a lot in Call of Duty. His Knowledge gets taken out there again in the trailers and stuff like that, because it's one of the more unique, well, it isn't more unique, it just is unique to Black Ops 2. That, and is the MMS, the millimeter scanner, which we don't actually see in operation yet, but that has a similar effect. If someone's standing still through a wall, you'll actually be able to see the millimeter scanner. If that was available to Knowledge right now, that may be actually more useful, because he might be able to spot some of the people hiding around the corners, but everyone seems to be pretty mobile, as is expected from a map of this size. Basically just a pretty good gameplay here from Knowledge. Is sticking to edges of the map, something which I'd always urge you to do. Going down into the middle is just asking for trouble. 3 people there, he didn't stand much of a chance. Obviously the LMG is a more long-range, mid-range, long-range weapon. Short-range it doesn't really perform very well due to its massive weight. It doesn't make turning and stuff very easy. Doing what Knowledge is actually doing here is probably quite recommended. Obviously you don't want to camp too much, but posting up somewhere definitely with that target finder is going to be very beneficial, because he can just stay aimed down sights, look towards the centre of the map, and the enemies will essentially paint themselves out to him. So let's go wrap up the review on this LSAT. Something you might also notice is the running speed with LMGs has actually been increased, so it's actually more reasonable to use an LMG now. I remember in past games, using an LMG basically meant you had no mobility whatsoever. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this first look and review of the LSAT or LSAT with the target finder attachment. Hope you subscribe to stay in touch with me, and also keep in the loop of all the Black Ops 2 24-hour footage that we're going to be bringing to you. See you next time. Bye bye.